These healthy habits I've been forming so far in 2024 have allowed me to easily prioritize my well-being, prevent burnout, and feel energized throughout the day to create the life of my dreams. Keep watching to learn the 6 habits I've been incorporating so far this year with the strategies I've learned in Atomic Habits by James Clear. If you haven't already read this book, I highly recommend. I read it about a year ago and I'm still using everything I learned in it. I want to reread it, honestly, because there are so many good nuggets in it. But anywho, I will paraphrase a little bit about the strategy that I used from this book in my habits that I've been forming. James Clear says there are 4 laws to creating or forming a new habit. Make it obvious, make it attractive, make it easy, make it satisfying. I'm telling you, you need to do this for the habits you're trying to form, because I'm sure I'm not the only one who has tried to form a habit and it has just gone south because it's not easy, it's not attractive, it's not obvious, and it's not satisfying, so why would I keep doing it? Hello, my name is MacKenzie Mae. I share my wellness journey to inspire yours. If you're on your own wellness journey, or you're about to start one, or you just want another positive person to watch online, then please hit that subscribe button to join this amazing, beautiful, growing community. Also, feel free to follow my Instagram. I'll put it in the description below. Without further ado, let's get into these 6 healthy habits that I'm forming this year to make it my healthiest year yet. The first healthy habit that I've been incorporating is a morning stretching routine. May sound simple, and it is. I don't know about you, but when I wake up in the morning, I'm feeling tight, I'm feeling stiff. Maybe it's because I'm getting older. I know I'm still young, but like, what the heck, body? Like, I don't feel as young as I used to. Getting up and stretching and getting the blood flowing in my body and breathing has made the biggest difference in how I feel throughout the entire rest of my day. Going along with the strategies from this book, I have made this habit obvious, attractive, easy, and satisfying. So how have I made it obvious? I have my yoga mat right there in the morning, staring me in the face. Very obvious. I've also habit stacked it. I get up in the morning, I immediately brush my teeth, which I already have formed as a habit, and then I do my stretching routine, and then after that, I do my skincare routine. I've sandwiched it into the middle of 2 habits that I've already formed to make it easier. He goes more into that concept in this book, but I won't spill all the secrets. You're gonna have to get it yourself. By the way, I'll link this in the description if you want to check it out. So now that I made it obvious, how have I made it attractive? I got a really cute yoga mat. Actually, I didn't get it. My boyfriend bought it for me last Christmas and I love it. I highly recommend getting a cute yoga mat, some cute workout sets, setting the ambiance. I always turn on my little salt lamp in the morning when I do my stretching, or I go somewhere cool. The other day, I went to the ocean and did my morning routine, and I actually filmed it for you guys. So if you want to watch that, it's right here. My morning stretching routine is super easy. I've made it the same every morning, but it's also super flexible. Only 5 to 10 minutes long, whatever I'm feeling that day, and it feels so good. It's so satisfying. I wake up, my body feels more flexible. I feel more ready for the day. I've gotten my deep breaths in. It allows me some time to stay away from my phone straight in the morning. Try out the stretching routine I did. I've been tweaking it a bit throughout this year, and I think I've gotten it to a point where I get every inch of my body to feel good and like the blood flowing, but it's also very gentle and just wakes you up very nicely. The second healthy habit I'm forming in 2024 so far is to eat something before my caffeine. Oh, girl, you know how it is. When you don't eat something before you have your coffee, sometimes your tummy hurts. I mean, mine does. And I know it just spikes my anxiety. It's terrible for my hormones and my gut health. I've really been trying to eat a little something before my coffee. How have I strategized this? I've made it obvious. I put my snacks out, visible for me to see before drinking my coffee. So it's right in front of my face. I've made it attractive because I got these cute little containers. I've made it easy because they're just whisk those things off, pop a handful in your mouth before you drink your coffee. It's satisfying because I know that it's good for me and the food is yummy. I get some dried fruit, some nuts, granola, anything that's super easy to just grab. And obviously on days where I have more time in the morning, I'll cook myself some breakfast, but those are nice and easy to just form this habit of eating before my coffee. The next healthy habit I've been forming in 2024 is keeping my phone out of my room at night. And I'm gonna be honest here, I have not been perfect on this one. It is a hard one to break, but I'm trying my best. You don't have to be perfect. There's no such thing as perfection. I know I'm not the only one who scrolls at night before you go to bed and can wake up right in the morning and scroll even more. Your alarm goes off, you hit snooze, you sleep through it like 4 times. Sound familiar? How do we get away from that? We keep our phone outside of our room. That's the best strategy I think I've found so far to get the screen away from me right before I go to bed and right when I wake up. I charge it in the kitchen. I make it obvious the charger is right there, ready to plug into my phone. I make it attractive. I bought this cute little sunlight lamp that wakes me up slowly in the morning with the light. And then whenever it's time to wake up, some birds start chirping. It's very lovely. It's easy because I just click a button on the side and it starts the alarm for me. And it's satisfying because it's a beautiful, warm sunlight. I actually have to get out of bed to turn it off. So it allows me to not stay in bed longer than I need to. Then I can get my morning started. It helps me sleep better. My eyes aren't as strained from staring at a screen in the dark, and I don't wake up going straight onto Instagram or whatever. I can just ease into my morning. The next healthy habit I'm so excited about, I have a hard time scheduling, organizing, staying on top of things, and this habit has been helping a lot. I'm not sure where I heard this from. I know it was from another creator, and I'm so sad I can't remember who, but they reframed a to-do list to a ta-da list. So freaking cute. That little reframe just makes it sound magical. Like, ta-da, I did it. I love that. So I've been trying to create these lists so I can stay on top of things, prevent burnout, feel more organized in my brain. To make this obvious, I have 2 different places that I have this list. I have it on a notepad that is right on my desk every day. And I also have a spot in my Notion page. To make it attractive, I bought this adorable notepad from Anthropology. I love, love, love it. And nice pens. These things make me want to write out my little ta-da list. To make it easy, I have it right there, super easy. Just write it out or type out whatever ta-das I need to do that day. And it's super satisfying. I always put a little circle if I'm writing on my notepad so I can fill it in when I'm done. And then on Notion, they have the to-do function. So you can click in the box and it checks it off for you. Super satisfying. I can see everything I did and I feel very accomplished at the end of the day. The next healthy habit I've been forming in 2024 has been helping me keep my hormones in check, feel energized throughout the day, and it is amazing for my overall well-being. And that is to make sure I'm getting a good amount of protein each meal. I'm not super into, tracking anything food related because I did struggle with an eating disorder in high school, and tracking things was a big component of that. So I don't like to track anything. However, being more aware of just the amount of protein I'm getting hasn't been very triggering for me. I've come up with these different meals that I know the approximate amount of protein in them, and when I'm looking at a new source of protein, I just kind of glance at the nutrition facts. Now I'm just kind of curious about it. It's not like I'm very controlling of it. I'm just more cognizant of making sure I get that protein in because I do notice that I have way more energy. How do I make it obvious? I've already ahead of time, like I said, come up with these food ideas, and I know how much protein, for instance, is in a whole block of tempeh or tofu. I've made this attractive because these meals are delicious. I love what I'm eating all the time. I'm obsessed with tempeh and tofu. It's ridiculous. And it's so fun because those type of protein sources are so easy and so versatile to really morph into whatever kind of dish you want to create. I make it easy because I've already predetermined a lot of these meals. I know that at the base, I'm getting enough protein for the day, and then everything on top of that is just extra. And I make it super satisfying because it's delicious, my energy levels are balanced, I know that it's good for my gut health, I know that it's good for my hormone health, and I just feel better throughout the day. If I feel like maybe I didn't get enough protein in the day, I'll just make a quick smoothie. I love the KOS protein powder. It is so freaking good. The chocolate peanut butter, I literally can't get over how delicious it is. Get some frozen banana, oat milk, peanut butter. I love to throw in some spinach and ground flax seeds and then that protein powder, and it's literally delicious. Like, I can't. It tastes like dessert to me. Try that out if you want. Just trying to get my protein in, but not be like crazy about it. The last healthy habit I have to share with you today that I've been incorporating in 2024 is to at least have one day a week of pure reset and rejuvenation. I've been a very busy gal this year. It is grind time baby year. There's just been a lot going on. I've really been making a priority to at least have one day a week that I can let go of everything, just focus on grounding myself in the present moment, doing what makes me feel good and energized so that I can prevent burnout. I've struggled a lot with burnout in the past. It feels like it's just a cycle. I get super excited and hyperfixated on something, and then I end up burning out a lot of the times because I don't prioritize rest. So to prevent that, one day a week is just for reset or rejuvenation, meaning no work, just feel good. It can look a lot of different ways. It depends on how I feel that day, how the weather is, but on the best rejuvenation days, I'm getting out to the ocean. I'm getting out in nature. I'm going on a hike. I am moving my body in nature, and I'm breathing in the beautiful, nourishing air of nature because I live in the city. So getting out in nature is vital for me. If it's rainy or the weather doesn't permit, then I love to just give a friend or a family member a phone call. Usually it's my parents, because that just makes me feel really good and connected. I am far away from a lot of my friends and all of my family, so giving them a call, a FaceTime call, whatever, is really nice on these days. I also just love to reset my space, my environment. When my home is clean and free of clutter, my mind is clear. I've been making this obvious by choosing a Saturday or Sunday, whichever one is free, and putting it on my calendar so I can see it. It's super obvious that that's my day for me. I make it attractive because I get excited about what the heck I'm going to do. Like, I love working, I love creating content, I love doing everything that I'm doing, but I also love connecting with loved ones, getting out in nature and exploring and adventuring new places, and I love to create a beautiful, welcoming home environment. I make it easy because I look at the weather beforehand, figure out what I want to do that day, and I'll write that on my calendar as well. So it's not like I get to that day and I'm like, what do I do? Maybe I'll just like lay around and do nothing. It's easy. I already have it figured out. And it's satisfying because depending on what I do, everything is basically just a bunch of things that I love to do. So it's super satisfying regardless. Those are all the healthy habits I'm going to share today in this video. I'd love to know what habits you're forming this year and how they're impacting you and how they're going so far. Know that these are the habits I'm forming, but I am not perfect. It doesn't happen every day, and that's totally fine. If you make it obvious, attractive, easy, and satisfying, you're going to be much more successful in creating that habit. Again, if you haven't read this, I highly recommend it. I'll have it in the description because it has seriously changed my life. If you would be so kind to give this video a like on your way out, I would really appreciate it because it pushes my videos out to more people to grow this community and spread more love and compassion and light and wellness and positivity and everything. And with that, I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, and I can't wait to see you in the next